Whitney Houston, people watch different artists. We wanted to be different things. 80s babies started thinking different. What we was going to do was going to be completely different.
Yeah.
We understand.
Yeah.
We understood
We was
that what might be.
definitely
Oh,
the-
you got a talent. You better sing.
What made you?
When you used to say
like,
to
you
your
know.
I want to be a singer or a rapper, or
Yeah,
you
or a
can't tell
comedian.
them.
You
You
can't
can't
tell
tell
them
them
What
that.
made you
You had to
know
go
that
to
you could go and be a
work.
comedian? Because I'm sure when you first say it, people are going to be like, comedian.
But
It's
I didn't
gonna
know I
work
could
for
be a
you.
comedian. But I think that, I tell you what happened. My dad died,
Yeah.
and then he was a plasterer.
Yeah.
And I know he was miserable, brother. Jeez, I'm bread. And I said to myself, he died when he was 51. So I'm saying to myself, I can't live my life and I don't try to do something that I care about or that I enjoy.
what you love.
Because you can't, I don't want to end up like that. That's my worst nightmare, is to get up every day to do something that I hate.
Oh man,
Yeah.
That's not a life for me.
that is so
break
painful.
So,
Anybody.
and I'm not an office person. I can't be in the
You're
office.
creative
I'm not.
person,
I've
yeah.
never been a 9 to 5.
Everything I do now,
Yeah.
I have to enjoy, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also,
Yes.
what was
Straight.
difficult? But what was difficult for me was, I'm of the generation that social media don't come natural to. You guys you're still cool. It maybe no, you're probably still a bit old for it
We
as well.
still have to have
But
people
you
to
had
assist-
to-
we still have to
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
have
you
people
gotta
to
stay in
assist us.
touch.
You
You
see the
made an
generation after
adjustment
us
to
that
do
hold
this.
into it.
I would.
They
Brother,
know how
I'm from
to
a
use it.
world where you don't even go on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I had to adapt to this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I'm good with adapting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything I do, I'm good with adapting. I'm going to look at the
100%.
landscape, see what's going on.
Right.
I'll talk to my guys that are younger than me. I'll talk to my son. I'll ask questions.
Yeah.
And then once I understand the landscape, I can go on.
Right.
You man run social media well, bro. Your
Yeah,
thing's big.
that's
Yeah.
now.
100%.
Yeah, adapting. Learning.
No, but no, wait. Chris, you piece of shit. Wait a second.
I just send him the stuff and tell him to post.
No way.
Them way there. Them way there.
No, you see that, you see.
Them
No,
way
but
there.
I will say on your podcast right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and this is hand on my heart, if it wasn't for Chris, hand on my heart,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be where I am today.
Oh.
That's the honest
I
truth.
love that. Big up,
Big
Chris.
up
Big
Chris.
up Chris.
Big up Chris.
Big up Chris.
No, it's a visionary.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'll be honest, social media it ain't comfortable. It wasn't comfortable for me.
Yeah.
It's not normal. I'm a private person. I like my
Yeah.
life to be private. I'd put up one clip every 6 months and think, right, did that come up? I get millions of views. But you realize the work you have to put in. Doing this, you don't know
100%.
how much work you have to put in
It's a
to
lot.
get traction and to get known and to kind of build something. And so only once we started doing, because we did a podcast before, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and him did a podcast before. There
Was it
five-
the same name?
Chalk and
No,
cheese.
Chalk and Cheese.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There was
five
yeah,
of us.
yeah.
Say-
I saw it.
remember.
Yeah.
Like a panel kind of stuff.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
five of
Yardie.
us.
Yeah.
Dizzle,
White Yardie,
Dizzle
Dizzle,
and
C6,
that,
yeah.
me
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Chris. And it was just a toxic environment.
Yeah, too. Yeah,
Brother, after
you
ego,
look too happy. In that
brother,
thing.
after the show, probably twice a month, somebody want to fight someone. After, like, real fight. Like, man's up squaring up. Brother, are you fucking talking? It's too much. And I did that for like, what, a year and a half. And then it ended up, I was just like,
I
I'm
hated that
just like, I'm
show.
not doing
I
this no
hated
more.
it, bro.
People not
fucking
letting
hated
other
it.
people speak, people not respecting other people.
But regardless, it was a good training.
It was a good training ground. It was the best. It was the best training ground.
Yeah.
Just training
Because
ground.
what it
Fucking
taught
hated
us what to do is what not to
To do.
Yes.
Straight.
That was the biggest lesson ever.
100%.
So after that finished now, we didn't do our pod until probably a year and a half after.
Yeah.
So we was like, should we do something? And then thinking who we should do it with, because we weren't gonna do it with. We needed a third person, so I was gonna get another comic. And then it was like that didn't work out. And then Chris had been working with Percy before doing TikToks.
Cold, I remember.
Yeah. So they were doing TikToks, and then Chris was like, you know what? I reckon Percy be good, you know? I said, you know what? But as soon as he said it, I said, you're right. But I was thinking, how are we gonna get Percy without him being on it? I've never seen a pod with you've got like a person that you don't see. And then Chris had the idea.
I thought of Inspector Gadget.
With the Inspector Gadget.
You
That's
know,
what he
you only
thought.
see the claw with the man
The
with the
hand,
cat.
yeah,
And you always mystery.
Yeah.
And I thought
Yeah.
the mystery amazing. So yeah.
And then we
Even though the glove didn't come out that way, it looked like Mickey Mouse more than the claw, but that was the old
That was the
aim.
idea.
Yeah, that
Proper
was the
good though.
aim.
It's
Yeah.
really good. It works
Yeah,
with you
that's the
lot.
whole aim.
And then we found the studio with that fat neck brother. Who, remember the brother that was pressing the things and fucked up? I made Chris suck the mic.
Fuck off.
Yeah. So then that never worked. And then we found our studio where we are now. And it's like, Ross Clark, this
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
This makes sense. It's just a perfect setting. And then but I always knew that what we could create. I always knew it. I always said to Chris, I said, I'm telling you, Chris, we got something that we can make that's really special. And it's like after episode 1, I said, this is it. Because episode 1, the episode 3, it kind of solidified everything. You know, like the chemistry, everything was just right. After we watched the clips back, but it just, it was just there. And we just like, no, we got something special.
I love it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
I watch you
definitely,
lot
and I feel
podcast.
like
It's one of the greatest things on the
yeah,
internet.
it's so
Yeah, I
appreciate
watch you
lot.
lot
Funny
podcast,
girls.
definitely.
Not
I
just
like it,
because you
man.
lot are
No,
here, you lot
definitely,
are
bro.
definitely
Definitely,
one
one
of
of
my
my
faves.
favourites.
I love all the
But you know the
clips.
funny
I
thing
love
is,
the clips.
but it's
Definitely.
like the funny thing is the culture rate it, but you know no one ever puts us up. So we've only ever got big off our own.
Yeah.
But that's how you have to
But
do it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I hear where you're coming
Yeah,
from.
I
and
know
that's-
what you
that's-
mean.
That's
I know
why,
what you
to
mean.
me, it's important that this goes on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that hopefully
Yeah.
some teams come forward.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
But then they
of
see like, okay,
Market
they link
it.
with him and he links with them, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so it goes. You understand?
Yeah,
But
of course.
I know what you mean, though. Sometimes
Yeah,
they won't.
it's mad because it's like the amount of the things we've generated and people we've had on. It's like you never see anyone from the black blogs pushing us.
Yeah.
When the black blogs is who makes it famous. They made Munya Chawa famous. They made Michael Dapper famous. They made all these people and they gave them names. But it's like they don't want to make us. It's weird. Even though we're giving nothing but laughter and positivity.
Yeah.
And I tell you why.
Really?
Because a lot of these websites that are putting up stuff, they rather put up negative shit.
Yeah.
You know,
But that
that's-
shows our
100%.
culture
It's
though.
mad, you know, because
Yeah.
I thought that today when I was
Algorithm,
looking at
yeah.
you lot's page. That's when I saw your thing.
Yeah.
When I,
Yeah.
when I saw it, I was looking at it and I was saying, all you man do is make people laugh
Laugh.
and bring joy.
And that's
But-
so lit.
But no one
That's
wants to
against-
spread that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they would rather see
That's
a
against
black
the
man
culture.
miserable
Yeah.
or angry and they keep pushing.
Pushing
And it's
that.
the black sites pushing that agenda all the time.
But that's gonna
That
change,
This
though.
is how we
I
look.
it will.
That's gonna change.
I'm telling you,
It
how-
is.
it has
People
to
get
change.
fed up, you know.
don't-
certain
it is,
things,
because
trust
In
me.
America, it's not as bad as
No,
it
no,
is
no,
over
no.
here.
It's not gonna-
They
that's
always
gonna-
have to keep
that's
pushing
gonna
the bad
change.
agenda.
I agree with
That's going to
Sterling.
change.
I don't
They
think
want you to
laughter-
trick yourself
yeah.
out of position.
Yeah, yeah.
They want you to lose focus and be like, you know what? But
Let's
don't
try
do that or you become one of them.
Yeah,
Stick
yeah,
to it,
yeah,
look.
yeah.
I'm telling
Stick
you.
to it,
Let's
bro.
start a fight.
100%.
You
No,
know
but that's the
what I mean?
thing.
Yeah.
But if we put up a clip with
Of
me
you
and
lot,
Chris
yeah,
arguing, I'll
straight
punch Chris in his
viral
face.
within
Oh,
2
yeah,
seconds.
I'm
everywhere.
telling you now,
Everywhere.
everybody would put that up.
Everywhere.
bro.
So-
And it's how quick they see it.
Yeah.
You don't even understand it.
If they've got me on notification
Yeah, yeah.
because you'll post something before you even try to delete, they've posted
They've got-
that.
yeah, that's right. They've
So
got-
you're
they've
thinking
screen
like,
grabbed
so
that.
how comes when I'm advertising my shit?
No, they don't
You
care
lot
about
ain't
that.
posting
That
with the
don't-
same
yeah.
swiftness.
They don't
You
care
get me?
But one
It's-
of the
it's-
things
that's what they like. The negativity sells.
Nothing don't phase me. Like
That's right.
Nothing don't phase me. I'm
Because of where you're from.
Brother,
Yeah.
right? Nothing don't phase me. Like I've been up, I've been down, but I said to Chris, I'm telling you, nothing we do, we can't fail.
You're not
We
fail.
can't fail. It's impossible to fail. I'm telling you.
Chris, I'd say this to you as well. Like, the sweetest feeling you can have is when you don't rely on any of them.
Telling
No,
you.
we don't.
Straight.
If they post you, they do. If they don't, they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're doing numbers and you're making
100.
things happen yourself.
But
And that's
you
the
know-
ethos that I run my team
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
But
I
the
don't
only
care if
thing
they post
is,
it.
is when people...
You just have to rock on.